Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. Welcome to my stream. I'm Zero One. Thank you for joining me. Today we are doing a slightly announced, unscheduled, mostly slightly planned, stream of Timberborn because why not? I have the day off and wanted to play this on stream again, so here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the game. I don't quite remember what I was doing with this town when I streamed this game a few weeks back, but needless to say, I've been playing it a lot in another game, another save game, and so I've gotten the hang of this game and I've figured out quite a few things out. And I'm not going to say I'm an expert, I'm far from that, but I'm probably going to go in a completely different direction with this little town that we're going to start activating now. See, I know I was building dams across here to try to hold in water and have some planned there. But beyond that, I don't really remember what I was doing. Okay, got a little staircase planned there, though they haven't really started building it. See, the lessons that I've learned in the other game are that you should definitely do a lot of research early, get a lot of storage, such as containers for water, and whatchamacallits, storage for food, because you will get screwed if you don't have food. Not to be a little rhymey there, but it's the truth. And research, research, research. Research the hell out of everything as early as you can. Pine trees are nice, but really I need to plant some, whatchamacallits, maple trees. These maple trees lead to medicine. Through the herbalist. Oh, need dandelions as well. What do I have planned there? These my maple trees or these birch trees? Pine. Well, you know what? We're gonna clear this out. Pine over there. Switch these over to maple as well. Well, when I can. Of course, it'll wait for these trees to grow up before it'll let me. In the meantime, another forestry place there. Actually, cancel that since that one's there. Oh, and let me pause some of these houses. Because explosive growth is good, but it's not that good. At this point, I don't care if I have some poor homeless little beavers. What I don't want is to have a bunch of starving beavers. And if they have houses, they will reproduce. And if they reproduce, you will get a bunch of beavers. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we want the growth to happen in a controlled manner, not explosively. Alright, good. Oh, right. Forgot I had the twin lumber mills up there. So really, I don't need this lumber mill. It doesn't hurt right now, but I don't strictly need it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy over here as well. How many science points do I have? I need 600. Why do I need 600? I need 600 for the district crossing. It'll let me build a building between these two districts that would allow them to transport goods back and forth. Does that already exist? Yeah, it does. Okay, make that higher priority. You guys have water right now. We'll pause that. Don't just sit there. Plant some trees, man. And when you're done with that, plant some much easier to grow trees. Barely out of the range. Alright, so what we'll do is put another lumber thing down here. Breaking things up into districts is truly the way to excel at this game. I'm not an expert at it yet, but I'm getting better at it. Come on, make with the sciencing. Although I think I can pause this for now. Yeah. Generally, you always want wood to be available. Birch trees grow far faster than the other types. But birch doesn't have a whole lot of uses other than for wood to build with. So I was going to make this maple. I'm going to make this pine. Not pine, whatchamacallit, birch. Okay, we have more planting area now. Now that we can let water into this little section here. Hey Quigs, how's it going? Beavers do be building stuff here. Oh, yeah? I'm curious about the line, but I'm also wary of it. It seems like an interesting idea. But by the same token, I'm really concerned about how A, it's going to affect the environment over there. B, the archaeological value of the area as well. Ugh, that's kind of what I've been hearing and afraid of as well. But conceptually, it's interesting. But you shouldn't be building huge projects like that because they're interesting. I know nothing of civil design, so you're going to see lots of disaster here, but I'm working on it. I'm thinking. I'm planning. Sorta. I'm doing alright. Can always do better, but I'm doing alright. Yes, my little beavers. Finish building this so we can save some water when the time comes. Did I already ask how you're doing? I think I did, but I'm not sure. My brain is kind of Swiss cheese. I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I need to sleep more, which I haven't done much over the last couple of nights. Particularly because of the beaver game. Oh, cool. I'll bet. Years ago, when I lived in California and had just moved there, my brother and I went to a museum that was featuring Giger's work, and it was both amazing and terrifying at once. Hmm. No small part of me was wondering what was wrong with the guy, but by the same token, masterful work. Oh, interesting. I hadn't ever actually searched his work, but I'm interested about this piece. We'll have to pop it in into a Discord somewhere so that we can all see. Is it something basically featuring how he was doing the walls within the Aliens film? Within the refinery on the planet, on the colony? So everything's kind of just weirdly sphincterish or intestine-ish? Or is it something different? No? Aha! That is definitely different. That is definitely different. Science peoples need you to move faster. Alright. Unlock these two, or rather, unpause these two houses, so we'll get people in them, and eventually reproducing to fill them up. That'll give us 6 new... We have 6 available beds, which will give us 6 more beavers, eventually. And that, in turn, should help us fill up these empty buildings, or empty jobs we have. We have 8 empty jobs, which means we need 8 more beavers, really. Though we can kind of cheat it a little bit. Take one person out of the work here, so that they can go do something else. And they chose to be a gatherer. And that's fine. I have 3 builders. I'd hate to cut down on builders, but we'll cut down for the moment. That way we have 6 incoming eventually. Beavers here, and then 6 jobs for them. And come back over here, check on them. And that's also why I'm building a new house for them, these guys. Because they need it. We're not doing anything. You can do something else. Don't build. That's going to be 20 logs. Okay. I've already started working on it, which is good. Once I can actually build a district interface between the two, things will get a lot more interesting and interactive. The bad part about it is that you have to start dealing with import exports issues. You have to start dealing with economics. Not that anything costs anything to import anything or export anything, but you can set it up so that a particular district only imports certain things. Here's a hint of it. So, basically, a district can import anything that's made in the game. Like, when it's has this nice blue block here, it means they'll always import this item. When it's here, orange, or brown, whatever color that is, they'll import it if needed. And you can also tell them to never import it. And this indicates, the bar here, indicates that we have X much of that level in this district. So you can set a threshold to export it. I think it's never export more than 15 or 25% in this particular case, or you can import or export at all. And that can cause interesting side effects. And districts in a chain also add additional hiccups because apparently they will only export things or gather things and export things that they're always allowed to export. So even if I set District 1 over here to allow it to export 30% of water, and I've set mythical district here, District 3, to never import water, they won't allow water to be exported from District 1 to District 3, or 2 over here. So it gets complicated. I think that's actually a bug, but I'm not sure at this point. But that adds a whole nother level to the game. Because I had to fight with that quite a bit in my other game. Alright. District 1 over here has 4 baby, or children, beavers, which is good. So we're running out lower on beds, which is fine. Just, that's what I want. And we have one more beaver that's in process, I guess. So I hadn't noticed the little signs down here in the left corner saying, so-and-so was born, so-and-so is grown up, and someone died of old age. Which happens, but that's not a bad thing, I think. But you gotta have new growth, of course. New blood coming in every now and then. And And that, in turn, will allow, if we get the growth rate, not necessarily perfect, but right, in general, allow the town's population to grow without growing so fast that we run out of food. That's the other hiccup of the game. And that's part of what makes it interesting to me. You have to balance all of these little factors. You're not doing anything, so you can go away for now. And what I'm also discovering is that even though carrots take 3 days to grow, well, 4 days to grow, and to produce 3 carrots, berries, which is supposed to take 12 days for 3 berries, outgrow them so much faster, because we always have, in my other game, tons of berries, but no carrots. Even when I have huge carrot fields. That may be a bug as well, I'm not sure, but it's sometimes a little frustrating. Another little frustrating tidbit is that stairs, there's no way to just put a staircase up here without a platform that will then allow the road or path to turn. I could build a staircase directly to the front of this building, and that would do the trick, but still, they have to have a platform so they can turn to go up here, which causes some oddness when trying to build in remote areas sometimes, or when you're trying to get up to a particular height. Hey, Ducky. It'll be 3 days in a row tomorrow night. And yes, why not? It's only at a good time because I have a day off today. Today is President's Day here in the United States. Not bad. How about you? This poor region is officially out of trees for the moment. Trees take a good little while to grow. The Beaver game. Hey, PJ. Aha. I still have not watched the TV show. I need to. I I imagine. Oh no. I need to watch it. I'm scared to watch it, but I need to watch it. You're not wrong, Quigley. Cake helps everything. Okay, we're on day 10 here of this particular cycle, which means we're probably getting really close to a drought or a bad water event. This, by the way, is bad water that's leaking out of somewhere over here. Ah, out of this. Bad water. It is very much toxic. And currently we do not have a cure for it. If a beaver gets contaminated with it, they get slower and slower, and they can eventually die if you don't have a cure. Ice cream works pretty well, too. Come on. We need more science people. Science people with science jackets, as Spring would say. I'm never going to let her live that down. Ever. Ooh, cool. Bad news, Beavers. Amsterdam. That's the place I've wanted to visit for a long while. I need to plant trees here. That's what I need. Alright, so we have 2 child beavers in progress. Ah! Alright, that sucked. The autosave kicked in right as I was trying to place this. And then as I moved the mouse, it placed it in the water instead of up here. Which is funny, but not what I wanted. Yeah, moving to another country, from what I understand, no matter what part of the world you're in, is something of a pain. Didn't I request that something be planted there? Where are you? Oh, you're down there? Alright. Finish planting those maples and then get over here and plant my birch. Oh, cool. Yeah, quickly, please make notes in detail so that Spring and I have a guideline to go by. I found it interesting. I had a job where they brought interns in for a period of months, and had a pretty good friend who was from Holland. She was an intern, obviously. I lost track of her over the years, but still. The language seemed interesting. And the people are interesting. And once we get enough science, we'll research this district crossing and place it up here. Oh, absolutely, if that happens. I feel the same about that, Ducky. My brain bleeds whenever I try to understand another language because I'm just an American. My brain isn't big enough to understand other languages, really. I tried with Japanese, a little German, French, and I should learn Spanish as well, but my brain just can't handle it. I've been trying to learn Japanese for probably longer than some of you have been born. It is. It's predominantly a Germanic language, but it has Latin influences, French influences, Spanish influences. It is the Borg of languages. All languages will be absorbed. Alright, we have 4 kids here, still. We lost a worker to old age. Okay, good. We have quite a bit of water. We're beginning to fill up all the other water barrels, or towers. I'll cross my finger for you. My fingers. Because that, I hear, can be tricky. With even the best of video cards. I'm curious about trying to play it on the PC, but I've already had The Last of Us on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Do I really need it on PC as well? That I'm not sure about. I'm carrying planks over here already. Okay, good. Finally planting birch over here. Aha. I badly managed that perfectly. Alright, so our tower here is going to have to wait until we get some grown-up trees, or... Yeah, there's no worry about it. I need to have wood. I have no access to wood except way over here. Or, of course, here. Because I need wood to even build the stairs. So we'll have to wait for these trees to finish growing up. Alright, let's pause that, actually. Let them finish building the stairs. Then we might be able to grab those. It's thinking. Thinking. Because the lumberjack post doesn't actually require logs. Which is a little sneaky, but good. And I'm still 200 science points away from being able to build the district crossing, which I desperately need to put up here. Oh. Hunger? Who's hungry? Oh, you guys are hungry. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You'll get some berries in the morning, apparently. Once I can get that... I'm trying to be as scientific as I can. As much as I can. But they need to do it for me. These are the inventors' labs and buildings. Which this one still needs to be built. But I don't have enough people to populate these two, so I have these two in action. And they gather science points that I need to actually research the... or unlock the district crossing. It's so unfair. Alright, we got 7 children now. And 7 free beds for 6 jobs. Ah, I didn't need this. Do not need that. Thank you. Alright. Dam is on high alert. We need to build it as soon as possible. So, even though I just put these on high alert, or high priority, forget that. We need those. As I hinted at earlier, there's 2 conditions that are hostile to the beavers. Drought is one of them, in which case the water will pretty much stop flowing. If you have it dammed up like this, like I kind of have planned, it'll keep it in this area at least. But if you don't have it dammed, it'll flow away and disappear, and all the farmland and trees, everything will stop growing and dry up. There's also bad water and bad tides. This red water here is flowing from a bad water source, and it's literally called bad water. Not a great name, but it's a thing. And it poisons the land, and it can poison the beavers. And so you generally want to stay clear of bad water and bad tide as much as possible, because it will kill the beavers. There's an antidote for it, but I haven't had the time or the space to plant what I need in order to make the antidote, and I still have to research or rather, use science points to build the herbalist who makes the antidote. So, bad water is bad lemons. It's full of bad lemons. Unfortunate, but it's true. Good news is you don't really have to water the trees or the crops. So all of the water seems to go strictly for the survival of the beavers themselves. That's the good news. But it still takes time to get everything together. And of course, when the water stops flowing, water wheels like this that supply power to buildings stop working. The wind comes and goes, so windmills are sometimes more useful than others. Hamster wheels, of course, use personnel to actually power stuff, and that can be a pain, especially when you're running low on personnel to fill in all these spots. So this game is a complicated balancing act all around. Faster, faster, faster! Build faster! Indeed. Did you not have enough maple to plant? My little friend? But I think this town, this district, will be fine in terms of water at least. Okay, we have lots of planks. That's good. Okay, so we just need logs. 10, 20, 14, so 34 logs. Then we'll be able to actually block this water in and keep it from flowing away. Broken teeth, poor guy. Okay, so we have 2 1/3 days before the drought hits. We should be able to get this built by then. Should. But I'm not going to hold my breath. Get another worker available. Seven, 27 more logs. Okay. Accelerate things to get back to morning. The nice thing about the district crossing is only one side needs to really build it. So I'll have District 1 over here actually build the district crossing up here. Oh, good. They're filling that one up too. And then automatically, by default, the resources will get balanced between the two. District 1 will take food and water over to District 2 as necessary. Or vice versa. Okay, good. Finishing that up. But the key thing is you got to stop pumping water as well during a drought. Otherwise, they will pump all the water out of your nicely secured area. Are you coming over here the long way? Brilliant! Alright, finish it. Not gonna finish it. Fine, don't finish it. See if I care. Someone else is gonna finish it. But you can actually flood your areas as well, which makes it uninhabitable, technically. It'll kill the crops and trees if it's flooded for too long. Thanks for the follow. Is it Romero Adams? Thank you very much. Alright. There's 6 more logs. 4 more logs. Coming to the end of day 2. Alright, that should be the last set of logs there. Good. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a water current going specifically to this spot right now, since that's the last spot that's open. And that actually plays into the game as well, for things like water wheels. If you have a current, well, a current will actually turn the water wheel, which is what you want, of course. But you can block up the water, dam it up, so that the current stops and the water wheel will stop. So that's another little hazard. There's so many little subtleties of the game that I really, 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 really like. Alright, let's stop pumping water. Well, we still have a day. Like, this water wheel is going to stop entirely. Hopefully I won't lose this water here, but I'm betting I probably will. Still only 482 science. Ugh. I'm not sure I'm going to get the district crossing built in time to really make any difference here. What I may have to do is temporarily transfer all of these people, all of these beavers, over to the other district to save their lives. But we'll see how that goes. No, don't plant that there. Change my mind. Because I need a path to the staircase there. Ordinarily, we try to get rid of dandelions, but not in this game. We'll fill that entire area with dandelions. And build a gathering station there. We don't have enough trees and things to actually build these right now anyway. So we'll pause these so that we can get the dandelion station built. But yeah, if you look closely here, hopefully, you can see the little motion of the water, and that actually does matter. Oh, that's good enough to get started with the dandelions. Alright, so what I was talking about with regards to the stairs is that I can't easily build stairs here. I can't just plop down a staircase to go one block this way and expect them to go up here. I'd have to build a platform here so that they can go up the stairs, get onto the platform, and then go that way, which is kind of irritating, but makes some logical sense, but it's irritating. I also can't just plop the staircase down facing this, because they would need to have something here in order to get onto the staircase. Loosely wondering what you're doing, dude. Alright, so missed out on the dandelions because the... or planting the dandelions because the whatchamacallit's going to start in the morning. the drought. Hopefully, I will not lose this water, though. Oh, hey, they finished this. Alright. Pause the water pumps. I may lose the water anyway because it's flowing downhill right here. So even if I had these in place, it may not be enough to save the water up here. $516 science points. Alright. Drought is beginning. Actually, I don't need a lumber mill. Having the gears being made would be good. Because even though I don't need them right this particular moment, gears are important for a lot of things, including the larger water tanks and the larger water pumps and a whole lot of other things. Eventually, I'll build a district to start reclaiming metal out of these ruins over here and other places. And that will allow me to do other things. Yeah, I lost all that water. Ugh. Well, keep doing what you can, guys. Now that I have some spare people working in the science buildings, science labs, we'll, get science points faster. They're ticking up every few seconds now. So we'll be able to get that district crossing built soon. Or at least get it started soon. path. Let's clear all that wood. And what I'll do once I've unlocked enough is put a water dump here to try to fill this in as well. Then we'll have a nice little lake over here that'll feed water or hydrate this entire area. But that will be a while. Insufficient science. Should have paused construction on these as well. Right now, in terms of construction, for this district, I want this built so I can expand out over here. And in just a little bit, I'll have enough science to actually be able to build a district crossing up here. Then I can stop worrying about the other district, at least a little. The good news is, well, the drought only lasts 3.2 more days, so not too much longer. Get back to sciencing. $5.95. Come on. Just a little more. $5.96. 7, 8. 2 more. There we go. Yes. Set that to the highest priority in terms of construction. Connect that path. Good. You guys are building on it too. Excellent. They've already put a lot of materials into it, which is great. Surprising, but great. 7 logs out of 30, 8 out of 15 planks. And there's tons of planks here, so that's not a problem. They have tons of wood over here. So I was expecting more from them than the other district. Okay, we got a bad water source over there. I'm not ready to populate this district yet. Thinking save feature. Ah. Quit doing that. For the future. But we're gonna mark these down as really low priority, so they don't go jumping the gun and start building things over here. Up, they already have. Planning for the future. That's all I'm doing here. Planning for the future. Of course, the annoying thing is you have to employ people here, too, at the crossings. I better put 2. But they'll supply food and water, so it's a bit far, but it's there. Oh, you're just going to go ahead and build this anyway, huh? Right, forgot. Each half of the building technically has a different construction priority. Alright, we are done with 2 days of the drought. Let's bump the priority up on these. Continue sciencing. And even though I built this, I think I'm going to go ahead and tear this down. Because what I think what I'll do is research the bigger water pump and put it somewhere else. Maybe over here. Because I didn't want to rip out a roadway over here or build something across this pond in order to get to that water pump. And so many shops require power as well that or so many items require power. Buildings. Buildings, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't word. Pay no attention to me. So many buildings require power as well, and delivering power to them becomes a complicated issue as well. Okay, so the other district is receiving berries, yet they are providing water, logs, and carrots for some reason. And because they're bored out of their skull, they're going on and building this district crossing as well. Well, these district crossings. Even though I put them down as really low priority. And they are too. They're also building the water tank over there. because this district is so close to a bad water source, they're going to have to depend on imported water and food. There's pretty much no way around that. At least not for a long time. I forgot I even built this up here. At one point, I was really low on wood, and this was the only source of wood I could get to. I didn't know about the forester business at that point. This is a mix of birch and whatchamacallit, isn't it? No? All birch? Cool. Alright. So let's get into the whole idea of distribution management. District 2 should not be really exporting berries. They need as much food as they can get. Same with water. Right now, they are cut off. They have nothing. They need to hold on to that water. So we're setting the threshold for food and water exports to 50%. They can still export it if it exceeds it, but they'll hold on to 50%. District 1 has an abundance of both, so I'm not going to worry too much about that, though honestly, with the third district coming up, I need to set a threshold as well, because they're going to need so much food that it's ridiculous. And hopefully by the time I start, or get the research to start pulling this stuff out, I'll have sufficient food to support 3 districts. And what I'm going to do is put another farm over here, and maybe an aquatic farm, thinking for the future. Yeah, aquatic farmhouse, which will grow spatterdock and cattail roots. This spatterdock can be used for food as well as for biofuel for robots that you can build, which is a whole nother thing. Good. We still have water here, which is good and great. Okay, I've got to turn that autosave off. It's too busy harassing me. Truthfully, I don't need this here. What I need... What I really, really need are floodgates here. Not there. That way I can keep water up here. Wouldn't be bad to have a floodgate there, just to keep a little water trapped over there. But these I do not need. Why am I doing that the hard way? Because I'm used to doing it the hard way. Alright. So what they're going to do is grab wood that we already have laying around and start importing wood to build these, and lumber, to build these floodgates. See? They're already bringing it in. Of course, it's also possible they were bringing it for here. Hard to say sometimes. The water, as long as it's not running downhill, will continue to sit there if it's blocked. And that's what I need, and that's why I don't need these. So, I think at the time that I requested these to be built, I didn't know which way the water was flowing. But I know now. I know that now. So, just get rid of those. Set those for high priority recovery. Apparently I missed a phone call. Let's see what's going on. Oh, good. No one I wanted to speak to anyway, so meh. Yeah. Alright, where are you taking that wood? Alright, so you're taking it over to the floodgates. Good. And the flood is nearly done. Or rather, the drought is nearly over. 0.2 days, so let's go ahead and speed this up. Drought over. Alright, it takes a little bit for the water to get back into the system. Let's see if we can find the source of this water. There. You don't see it at first, but you see the green start spreading. And here's the water itself. And so it'll slowly spread down the water channel here and come all the way back around. Still coming. I do hate how slow the water is. But what I will do is go ahead and start pumping water again. Start refilling those water tanks. And the bad water does the exact same thing. So you see it advancing. At the same time the drought hits the regular water, it hits the bad water too. So there's just no water. Which is good and bad, but it's a thing. That one I think I'm going to set to maple syrup for the medicine. Because even though I don't have any grown maple trees yet, God, 28 days for maple trees. Even though I don't have any maple trees yet, I am going to have them. I'm going to need them. I'm going to have to set up a tapper for them. to start building up the maple syrup that's needed for the medicine. All right, we have water again. You may pump water. And we will set the floodgate to 0.5. Which, in theory, could allow the water to flow out if it starts to get too high. But it never seems to get too high. Pine trees grow so quickly compared to maple trees and oak trees. So I'm not even halfway there with the maple trees yet. Birch trees, 9 days. Boom. There. We'll go another hour today. Then it'll be time for me to take the dog out. The Violet out. The Violet. Violent Violet. As for this bad water, there's something called a bad water dome or a bad water rig that I could put on it to stop the bad water from flowing. And that works, but then I have no source of water over here. Not for power or anything else. And to a certain extent, that's acceptable. To a certain extent, it's acceptable. Alright, I guess we'll, not enough for the tapper's shack yet. Don't need the paper mill yet. Or the printing press. Wood workshop is 800. Ugh. Alright, fine. We'll put an efficient farmhouse here. Right next to an aquatic farmhouse. We'll worry about the math on that, the science on that later. What am I trying to do? This is what I'm trying to do. No. This is what I'm trying to do. They'll eventually build a farmhouse in the aquatic farmhouse over here, and that's fine. I'm not too worried about getting it done immediately, but okay, the builders are focusing on these things over here at the moment. And that's kind of okay. Oh, I do know why I was building the floodgates here. In a case of bad water. That's why I was building them. Yes, yes. Basically to keep the bad water out until the bad water tide or whatever is done. Then we can go ahead and just flush it through. At least that was my thinking. I'm a little concerned that this wouldn't be adequate, though. Oh ho! Yeah, see, I'd use a bad water, or excuse me, fluid dump to just dump water into here and ultimately fill it up eventually. But that's going to be a while. You're just going to sit there. You may as well do something else. Alright, where are you taking the water? Back over to the other base. Okay, fine. You know, this is overkill, but that's fine. Maybe it's overkill that I need. Not quite ready for that many, but long term, maybe that's what I need. Actually, these aren't even in the right position. Hey, Dova. How's it going? Now, as I was saying, I'm doing pretty well. All things considered. What are you up to today? This is Timberborn. The general premise is that sometime after humanity has left the Earth, by one means or another, death most likely, beavers evolve and take over the world. And you build towns, research things, and generally build a beaver civilization. It is. It's a lot of fun and strangely addictive, at least to me. It can be a little frustrating at times, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. Start building that. Start building that. It can be quite complicated and, like I said, a little frustrating at times. Because it's still in early access, believe it or not. It's been like 3 years, apparently, but it's got a lot of features, a lot of cool things to it, and it's just enough there that it's fun. The beavers are doing well, Spring. Woke up from your nap? This is the stream game, Spring. You've seen the other game. So, the little town that I've been building here in the stream one is doing quite well. Has managed to survive the droughts that it's been exposed to and keep chugging along so far. That down to one person. I'm being a lot more strategic about this one, Spring. Oh, that's fair. What part of Canada are flying to, Dova? More curiosity than anything. I've been to Ontario, in particular Windsor, a lot. Calgary, ooh, never been over that part. I've wanted to go to Calgary and Vancouver for a while. You haven't seen snow before? Frankly, as much as I like snow at times, it's overrated. Of course, that comes from someone who's seen it a lot in their life, from living in the north. Aha. Okay, that'll do it. I hope you enjoy it if you do see it. Throw a snowball at a coworker or something. You're very welcome. Alright, aquatic farmhouse is up. Come on, build a regular farmhouse. Okay, a few more logs there. And then they may go ahead and build these bridges out. And then I can start thinking about this district. Yeah, goodbye, Oak. I don't know. I don't know why their voices are so good. They're cute. They're perfect, I think. Being cute. Just no complaints about them. I think that's the key and cool thing about them. Alright, 9 more logs, then they'll build the bridges, I think. And I can start thinking about the bigger water pump in the not too distant future. But I also need to think about this massive storage tank as well for water. Too much to think about in this game. I love it, but makes you pull your hair out. We'll set that to one person. Same here. At least until we get some more people here. X construction materials. Yes, yes, I know. That one, good. Takes care of all of that. Perfect. You can go about your business because we don't have any more adult trees you can get to. Okay, we have nobody out of work over here, which is great and annoying. Because if somebody was out of work, if somebody was out of work, I could go, oh, I can toss more people in the building, and maybe this will get done faster. Or more people at the district crossing. Alas, no. I'm gonna put a little lumber yard right there. The big thing right now is I have no idea where I'm going to put the more advanced buildings. Like the wheat mill, the... pretty much everything in dealing with metal. The smelter, the mine... well, the mine can only go in certain places, but... anything that requires power, basically. Like the bot parts factories, the bot assembler, etc. Don't know where I'm going to put those. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of people being born and growing up, and that's good news. That means I have additional workers somewhere. Good, the birch trees are beginning to come in. Oh, they've been building the science inventors. That's great. I need you guys to do that, but I don't need those right this second. Okay, so suddenly you guys are going to honor the district, even though it's not connected. How rude. And of course, the problem is, I can't get anybody over here until those are built. But maybe they are going somewhere. Oh no, they're going here to build these warehouses, or this warehouse. And this district, or these storage facilities. Which is great and all, but don't really need them right now. Not this second. Hi, hey, hello. Hello! Don't ask me why I did that. I have no idea. Tired and sleepy would be my guess. Alright, maybe I need to remove that. Make sure that that keeps spinning. Maybe. I have no idea. Oh wow. Being alive is important, and very easily to be distracting. Some would say it's highly recommended to be alive. Some say... I am curious about something. What I'm curious about is if I can put warehouses underwater and, yes, I guess you can. Why? I don't know. But I guess you can. What? We have somebody unemployed over here? How'd that happen? Hmm. Really don't know what I'm going to do if they don't start building this little bridge over there. $179 food. Not great, but not bad. Alright. Let's transfer one person to the district there. District 3. Yeah, can't get to it. Won't let me transfer them because it's not connected. Alright, let's try a different tactic. Because what I can then do is reroute that road over here and disconnect from over here. And connect there. And just go boom. But we'll worry about that once it once these people, these beavers, start working on stuff and things. You know, noise-canceling headphones are great, except for when you're actively listening for something. Like, say, your Roomba running. Then you're not sure if they're working or not. And in this case, the Roomba is indeed running. I just can't hear it, which is a marvelous thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and build our herbalist. Put it on slowed. Well, slowed construction rate. Yep, I think I heard the Roomba. But, yeah, we want that to be built, but we don't need it right this second, so... You're still sleepy? Well, so am I. Just one more little bridge. Either one. I don't care which. Just finish it. That is unfortunate. A real thing, but it's unfortunate. All right. So we should have 2 little beavers running over to the new district to start building that and man the border. Really, I need 3, so... So our nice little third district will start importing stuff now. From both of the other districts. And eventually, when I start mining the metal out over here, they'll start providing that. How many total beavers? 50. I think. Yeah, 50. I have 100 and something in the other game. Alright, start bringing them water. And food. Okay, good. There's water. Don't know if there's a way to prioritize food over other goods for import. I hope there is. But if there is, I haven't figured it out yet. Alright, that's a lot of water going in. That's good. We just need food to get in there, too. Oh, that's great. We don't have much food. No wonder it's not going. Harvest! Harvest, you fools! Build these quickly. Because I'm afraid. It's been too long since we've had one of the events. And I'm afraid that the bad water's coming. Or bad tide, as it's called. Oh, and you still haven't finished building this. Are you carrying planks? Yes. Hurry up. You carrying food? No, planks. Why are you carrying planks? I don't need planks as much as I need food. Okay, harvest. Okay, pause the gears, because we don't need those right now. What we need is food. So people to gather the food. Or the berries. Because otherwise we're going to be in trouble soon. Alright. Punch, or plant, not punch. Plant a bunch of berry bushes there. And for that, we're going to need yet another one of these. Put that on high priority. Well, higher priority. And so, ultimately, it's the balance of food versus population that makes this game kind of difficult and frustrating at times. Because your population can explode and you wouldn't even necessarily realize it. You start focusing more on, hey, I need to build this, I want that, and lose sight of the fact that you don't have enough food for everybody. Come on, guys, deliver some food there. I just set it to import only the logs and the planks, only if needed. So hopefully they'll start bringing food and more water instead. Hopefully. Now I need paper. So I'm going to have to research and build the paper mill somewhere. Yeah, I know the feeling. I sleep sometimes and know that I've slept, but feels like I never slept. And that, unfortunately, is becoming way too common for me. Oh, so I could have fit another one in there. Nope. Oops. Chose the wrong thing. We don't want underwater wagon wheels. I'm building a lot of these because I'm hoping to be able to design something that will accommodate a lot of, well, every building that will need power. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not sure I'll be able to do that, but we'll see. I'm going to put one of these over here for good measure. Wait. So that we can get some manual input power in there. I'm going to go just a little bit longer because I'm getting caught up in this power design here. Let's squeeze another one there. Another drought. Well, the good news is that won't cause too much problem with what I'm doing. Particularly if they finish building this. Okay, fine. We'll just destroy these particular trees. Set those to high priority so I can connect that road. Okay, you're still importing water. That's great. These guys are starving, though. Water, when needed. Food, please? I don't want to go through a die-off. Not in this game. Water. Water, 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 water. Come on, somebody take them some food. Beaver game. What's your fault? Beaver game is not your fault. Okay, we'll pause these again since I don't need them right away. I was worried about the bad tide, not the drought. I need that completed. Otherwise, all the water will leak out, and I don't need that. Not up here. That'll cause a new problem. Alright, we got the dandelions going. Someone, please just take these 3 trees out. Please. Still needs 1 more plank. There are planks here. You gonna go finish it? Is that what you're doing? Yes. Thank you very much, and a hug right back at you. Alright. Back to figuring this out. Nope. What I'm trying to do is kind of cheat the system a little bit by grabbing all the power effectively from all sides of the windmill to channel them to the right places. I don't know if that'll work in any way, shape, or form, but that's what I'm trying. I don't see any food. Ah, food, thankfully. All right. With this, I should have a lot of power, although I still have no idea how I'm actually going to get it to the buildings that I'm trying to get it to. But I will worry about that another day. For now, I think I will go ahead and call it. So let me save this deliberately. Zero survivors. Alright, now quickly show you the other game, Backfill, which is going much more chaotically. But I have unlocked almost everything in the game, so that's nice. Everything's not necessarily perfect. I think I'm in the middle of a drought right now, so that's a thing. But we'll call it a day once we take a quick look at this. The one part of the game that kind of sucks is that it takes forever to load, and there's no feedback that it's actually doing something instead of crashed. So, yeah. This is this game. This is the big water pump here. These are twin gear processors that are currently manned by Timberbots. Robots that move a lot faster and do a lot better at things than the beavers themselves. They're basically beaver-shaped robots. This is a source of bad water, but I just put this rig over it to actually capture the bad water, which provides explosives and other things, other purposes. Again, this is grabbing metal out of the former skyscraper. These are bot plants. They make parts for the bots. That does too. And this actually assembles them. This is a printing press, a paper mill. Of course, another one of the district crossings. The science buildings, and so on and so forth. Large farms. This is a new area I just kind of struck out into. It's been habitually poisoned by the bad water, but now that I've gotten that taken care of, the only bad water I'll have to worry about is one of the tides, bad tides. And that goes for the entire map, actually. We're holding water here. This is where well, I had hoped to hold water in here, but it keeps leaking out. I have to do something about that, figure out what's going on and solve it. But I'm actually managing to hold water here. And this is my main farming area. Yeah, farming. This place produces medicine. I need to get around to doing that. I'm working on that in the main game, or the other game, the stream game. This place collects maple syrup that's needed for the medicine, and among other things. These are all maple trees here. Just built all of this complicated little path up here to cap off this source of bad water, and it's about a third done overall. More farmland, and I've blocked off water access here to keep water and keep this area fertile. Building a new pump here so I can replace this smaller pump so we keep water for everything. This is my other bad water source, which I've capped off, and I'm going to allow it to go ahead and periodically to flood this little area, and then pump it out and put it into these tanks, which will then export the bad water over to the other area for processing. More farmland, gear manufacturer, lumber mill, smelter. More farmland. This is more wheat here. These are dandelions here. This is part of the bad water processing. It turns the bad water into extract, which is then used in a catalyst, which is then used in the bots. And so this is the main water source up here. Comes down, flows down into two different directions. Floods this area and floods all the way through there, and through here, and into there, and blah, blah, blah. So this is much more complex than what I've done in the stream game. But I'm hoping to do much better in the stream game than I did here. But that's a story for another day. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with Uncharted 4, for some reason. Let's see if there's somebody we can raid. Spring, do you see anyone? I know Ghost usually goes live very shortly, around this time. Sola's streaming. Let's go raid Sola. Although I don't know how to spell Sola's name. So that's a thing. Sola Ventrix. I don't know how you miss Sola. That's a you problem. So we'll raid Sola. So again, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.
I will be the last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see. I won't have your name to call. 'Cause I will be the last to fall.